In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most grateful. Welcome you all in virtual learning class of Pakistan International School, TAIF. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Here's your teacher, Sarfraz Nadeem. Dear students, today we are going to start lesson 3 of Guided English introductory book. The lesson name is Asia Some Facts. Asia Some Facts. Dear students, this is lecture number 6, part 1. This lesson is divided into two parts. The part 1 is here, and inshallah, next part will be on Sunday. We are using Guided English introductory book. Hope you all will open this book, and the page number is 14 and 15. So first page 14 will be of this lesson. Dear students, as I told you that we are going to start lesson 3, and the topic is Asia Some Facts. How many students are well aware that what is Asia? Dear students, what are the objects of this lesson? Are, in other words, you can say that the information can be found in the lesson. What kind of information we will get from this lesson? The first one is, how big is Asia? How big is Asia? Second, what two continents are connected to Asia? What two continents are connected to Asia? Number 3, what is the English name for the highest mountain in Asia? Or in other words, you can say that what is the name of the highest mountains which is in Asia? Highest mountain. I think you all are well aware. Next, what is the population of Asia? What is the population of Asia? Next, what type of materials do Asian countries use to develop their industries? Or what type of materials Asian countries use to develop their industries? Which is the richest country in Asia? Because what is Asia? First, I said you that Asia is a continent where we are living, we people are living. So, which is the richest country in Asia? And the last, what second language is used almost everywhere in Asia, or what is the name of the language, second language, which is used mostly in Asia? Dear students, before to starting of the lesson or the reading of the lesson, I want to show you the map of the world. Map of the world. Here you can see, here is the map, 7 continents map with 5 oceans. How many continents are there in the world? There are 7 continents. North America, South America, Europe, Africa, Asia, Australia, and Antarctica. Now, students, we people are living here in Asia, this continent which is in yellow color. Where we are living in this country, or if we belong with Saudi Arabia or Pakistan or another country, but we people are here from the Asia, and we are called Asian people. What we are called? Asian people. So dear students, this is the information that this world is divided into 7 continents. These are the names of the continents, and we live in Asia. So we are going to start the reading of the lesson. As I told you, this is lesson number 3, and it's page number 14. The topic is Asia, some facts. Asia, some facts. Now, dear students, in this map, you can see the names of the continents like North America, South America, Africa, Europe, Asia, and Australia. So we are going to start lesson. This is a map of the world. The 7 continents are marked. Asia is the biggest continent. Asia is the biggest continent. So in this, we know that the which continent is the biggest one in the world. So you can see from this map as well that from all 7 continents, the Asia is the biggest one. You can see over here, look, Asia is the biggest one is compared to the Europe, Australia, Africa, North America, South America, you can see. And where is the, yes, where is the seventh one? Seventh one was, as I told you, Antarctica is here, where this you can see mouse. This is the place of Antarctica. So Asia is the biggest continent. It covers 17 million square miles. Now, what is the length of the Asia? 17 million square miles, about 1/3 of all the land in the world. 1/3 of all the land in the world is here in Asia. There is sea on the north, south, and east. Europe is to the west. Dear students, this is the Europe in the west, you can see. But here the sea is where? In the north and south. Africa to the southwest. Yes, we learned. Third of the land in the west is joined to Asia by a narrow piece of land. Can you see it? Yes, dear students. Now look, it's saying that the Africa to the southwest is joined to Asia by a narrow piece of land. Can you see it? This is a narrow piece of land, dear students. By this, it is joined with the Asia, Africa. Asia reaches from the cold Arctic Ocean in the north to the equator in the south. It has great flat plains, high steep mountains, and hundreds of islands of all sizes. The highest mountain in the world, Mount Everest, is in Asia. Now, dear students, as I told you earlier, in the objects or the information can be found over here in this lesson that the which is the biggest mountain of the world, and that is so famous, Mount Everest. And where is it? It is in Asia. There are great contrasts between many of the countries and peoples of Asia. Contrast means there, students, the differences. Yes, this was contrast means differences between many of the countries in of the people of Asia. Even it means that even, dear students, we live in Asia, but here in Asia there are many countries, and they are different in the languages, in culture, in tradition from the others. So means it doesn't mean that all Asian people are same, but they have the different color, the different languages, different tradition, and different cultures as well. The oil producing desert areas of the Middle East are very different from the rice belt of Southeast Asia. The people have different religions, different languages, and different cultures. About 3.3 billion people live in Asia. Dear students, here you can see that what is the population of the Asia. What is the population of Asia continent? And it is about 3.3 billion people live in Asia, many more than in any other continent. Now, rest of the continents are not as populated as the Asia. That's why it is called the biggest continent of the world. This means that most families must find more food each year, either by growing it or by buying it. Now it means that dear students, if the Asia is the biggest continent, largest continent of the world, so definitely the people are also living here. This continent is highly populated, and definitely people who are living over here in this continent, they need food every year by growing it or by buying it. But most men in every country are laborers in fields or factories or towns and seldom earn enough to find. Dear students, here the seldom word means rare. Yes, rare, or you can say in other words that not enough or not more, few in other words. So, dear students, here saying that in this country, the many people belong, they are the laborers, they are working in the fields, few people are working in the factories, or in towns, or just few people are there, they have the earning the enough food, clothe, and educate their families. It means that the dear students, the basic need of the people is to food, cloth, and education. But here in this continent in Asia, the people or the families are going to find these three things very rare. In many families, everyone has less to eat when a new baby is born. So more rice, wheat, and other crops must be grown to feed all these people, and more hospitals and schools built for them. Dear students, this paragraph is telling about the population and the profession of the people. The mostly people are here, the laborers, and even the mostly people are poor. They belong with the lower class, and they can't find much food or they can't earn much to feed their families. All Asian countries are developing their own industries. They do this by using the coal, iron, tin, and oil that are found beneath the ground. Dear students, here in this line, we say that all Asian countries are developing their own industries. It is very much important to know that every country is going to boost their industry sector to open industries and to give the employment to the people. That what kind of industries are there about the coal, iron, tin, and oil that are found beneath the ground. These minerals, which are discussed over here, like coal, iron, tin, and oil, these are found beneath the ground. This wealth is the basis on which a country builds, and more goods that country builds its economy so it can be become more independent of other countries. More factories are built and more goods made so that each country can exchange things it does not need for things people want and which other countries do not need. Slowly, Asia has become richer, but growing more food is still very important. Dear students, now here in this paragraph, we know that what the Asian countries are doing to develop their countries or to develop their industries. And also, dear students, here it is also told that the Asia has become richer, but growing more food is still very important. Why it is important to grow the food? Because the population of this continent, Asia, the continent, the Asia continent is the biggest continent of the world. That's why it's a highly populated, as I told you. So for people, definitely the countries which are here in the Asia, they need food. So that's why they are still growing more food. Here we are on page number 15, dear students. Here is discussed Japan stands out in contrast to the rest of Asia, although, sorry, although it is a small island and has a very large population, it is a very rich country, and and its people are well off. People are well off. Now here, dear students, we know Japan stands out in contrast to the rest of Asia. Here is telling that the Japan is in contrast, means it's a different from the rest of the Asian countries. Though it is a small island, it's a very small island, okay, and has a very large population. It is a very rich country and its people are well off, means it's the richest country and people are also rich. This is because it has a large number of industries which produce goods that are sold to other countries. Dear students, here it is very important to know that why Japan is a richest country, because this is because it has a large number of industries. You can say that Japan is an industrial country which produce lots of goods that are sold to other countries. In China, the difference between the rich and the poor has steadily decreased as the government has adopted a more open policy of allowing people to earn according to their needs. Dear students, here in this line, it is written for the China, that the China in China, difference between the rich and the poor. Now here we are discussing that the rich and the poor's difference is going to decreasing in the China. What is the reason that the uh, ratio of poor or difference between the rich and poor is decreasing? Because the China adopted, means taken, adopt means to take, to open a more open policy. Open means they allow people to earn according to their needs, means what they need they can open industries, they can open shops, or whatever they want to do according to their need they are allowed to do. Okay, so here the ratio or the difference between the rich and poor people is the ratio, that ratio is going to decrease day by day slowly. Now dear students, we are here at the last paragraph. Many languages are spoken in Asia. Many languages are spoken in Asia. Some are used in one country only. Some are used in one country only. Others are spoken in several countries. English is spoken and understood almost everywhere, not only in Asia, but all over the world. Dear students, here it is told here that the English is a second language because every country has its first language, and English is spoken all over the world, not only in Asia, but all over the world, but mostly it is spoken here in the Asia. English is spoken as a second language by around 375 million speakers in the world. Dear students, English is spoken as a second language, not first language, but as a second language by around 375 million speakers in the world. All over the world, many more boys and girls are learning to speak and write it at school or practice it at home. All the important things that happen in the world are printed in newspapers and books in English or spoken in English over the radio and TV. A person who can speak English will find someone who can understand him almost everywhere. Dear students, here we know in this last paragraph about the language that the all Asian countries have their own languages, but the English is most spoken language as a second language spoken in the world. 375 million speakers in the world, they are talking English as a second language, and many books and newspapers are printed in English as well. And almost every person wants to learn English is to understand or to go to any other countries. So, dear students, it was all the reading of the lesson number 3, Asia, some facts. Now, dear students, after this lesson, we have comprehension and vocabulary. First, it was the reading, dear students. We read the lesson, and I tried my level best to tell you the difficult words meaning as well. Now we have a comprehension and vocabulary. Exercise A, dear students. In these sentences, some words have been left out. They are all words found in the passage. Write them in. Now, dear students, same exercises as we repeated in lesson number 2 and lesson number 1 as well, that here few words are left out and you are supposed to be write them in these blanks or in these boxes. Number 1, a diagram of the area of a country or countries is called what? What? A diagram of the area of a country or countries is called what? Who will help me, dear students? Yes, what is called? What it is called? A map. M-A-P. Yes, map. Number 2, dear students, the world may be divided into 7 days in 7 continents. I will write here. The world is divided into 7 continents. Number 3, dear students, Asia is the Desh continent. Asia is the Desh. You can say it is the largest. It is the largest continent of the world, Asia. Number 4, to the west of Asia is Desh. To the west of Asia is Desh. What is this? Who will tell me what is in the yes west of Asia? Yes, Europe. Very good. Europe is in the west of Asia, and Asia is also joined to yes. Who will tell me? Africa. Good. Number 6, Mount Everest is the Desh mountain in the world. Yes, it is the highest. It is the largest or highest mountain of the world. Number 7, there are Desh people in Asia than in any other continent. There are Desh people in the Asia than in other continent. Now, what will be here in this number 7? There are more people in Asia than in other country. Means Asia is the highly populated and it is the biggest continent of the world. Number 8, each year there is a big dash in the number of dash in all Asian countries. So each year there is a big, yes, big increase, big increase of the number of, yes, people, good, people in all Asian countries. Number 9, in many days, everyone has days to eat where when a new dish is born. Now here, in many countries, good, in many countries, everyone has dish. Everyone has dish, yani less. Yes, in many countries, everyone has less to eat where a new dish is born. So here, new baby is born. Now here means dear student, in many countries everyone has less to eat where a new baby is born. Means it means that the people, mostly people of this continent or of the countries are very poor, and this continent has more countries which are poor. Number 10, coal, iron, tin and oil are found dash the ground. So what will be here, dear students? Dash the ground means under the ground, or you can say beneath the ground. Okay. Number 11, the people of Asia speak many what? Languages. Languages. Okay. And then there's one important language is, which one is the important language? Yes, it is English. English is the important language because it is spoken all over the world. English is spoken dash the world. Yes, over all over the world. Very good. Number 14, many children speak it dash. Many children speak it in. Yes, in, yes, in their homes, and many learn it 8 school. Good. And number last, important news is printed dash English or spoken dash the radio and TV. So here in the 15, it is important news is printed, yes, in is printed in English or spoken, yes, spoken over. Very good. Spoken over the radio and TV. So, dear students, this is the exercise A of comprehension and vocabulary. We wrote here the words which are left out from this because now this exercise is done by me. And then now we have exercise B. What we have? We have exercise B. So, dear students, you can uh, 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 do this exercise as assignment. The exercise B is your assignment. What is the assignment? Use your dictionary to find the meaning of these words. Now, what you have to do, it's a very easy, dear students. You have to find out the meaning of these words. What are the architect, equator, minerals, factories, industry, industrial, agriculture, and agricultural. So here, dear students, we have a few words, and what we have to do, we have to open a dictionary and find out that what is the meaning of these words. Yes, dear students, this is your assignment, and I will check it. You have to send this assignment to me by WhatsApp, and definitely this will be checked by me, and then definitely I will tell you that which is correct option. So, dear students, this is all about this lecture. Inshallah, we'll see you in next lecture because the next lecture will be part of this lecture, this lesson, because lesson 3 is not completed. We are left out page number 16 and 17 and 18. Here, few exercises are given. So, we will learn again these exercises in next lecture, inshallah. So, dear students, you have to be take care of yourself, and till that, Allah Hafiz.